Hello and welcome to Data Science Club number 28. We've been off for a couple of weeks with conferences and Thanksgiving and whatnot. We are back. We didn't miss you guys forever. And so today we're going to be talking about data visualization using the Seaborn library.
Yeah, and we did the first part of this tutorial last month before we had a couple of interviews that we have posted on our channel. So the last time when we are using Seaborn Python library for this data visualization purpose, and last time we did bar plots and heat maps. So we are going to continue with the same tutorial. If you don't remember the last one, then you can go out and check that video first and then come to this one, to this video. And it's basically a Kaggle exercise that we are doing, and we are following along all the different exercises that have been mentioned over there. Let's go to the.
It looks like I have the window size wrong here. Let's see if I can get it to. Yeah, here we go. It's size too big. It's the problem with not having done this for a couple of weeks. All right, let's see. That right there. We'll just do that right this side there. I think that'll work.
Yeah. From here, it looks like you're completely in oblivion.
Yes. Just out in the wild blue yonder. All right. We'll see if that works.
All right. So we have gone through all the Hello Seaborn, line charts, bar charts, and heat map. So the Scatterplots is the next exercise that we are supposed to do in this data visualization tutorial sessions.
Yep. And if you look in the comments, we should have the link, but it's this kaggle.com/learn/data-visualization. And then you scroll down and the Scatterplots is number 4. Okay.
So this opened up the notebook, but not the exercise.
Let's see.
We can actually go back, and I think somehow both of those things are different.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can click on this one. Here we go.
I mean, so where William went first, that's a good exercise to go through first before you start your exercises. But generally the concepts are simple enough, so we don't really need to be in that stage. That's why I asked William to let's just go straight to the exercises over here.
Yeah.
And in the initial cell, we are just importing the libraries that we'll be using later on. Mm-hmm. The first library is Pandas. If you just watched our previous videos, you would have noticed that we were using Pandas and Seaborn over there as well, and matplotlib as the basic plot function that's available.
Yep. And Seaborn is actually I believe it's built on top of matplotlib.
Yeah, it is. So we'll be using Pandas for capturing the data frame, and then we'll be using matplotlib and Seaborn to build that, to create a graph of the data frame or different plots. And the second one is it's sort of a setup that's there on Kaggle that allows this Kaggle exercise to test whether all the blanks that you're going to see in different sections, if you have filled them out properly.
And it looks like it's checking for whether or not the data is where we expect it to be.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, all right, so now we're actually starting to do stuff here.
Yeah, so the first one is just you are setting up a variable with the candy CSV file location. You're not doing anything over here. You're just defining this candy file path variable with this value. The next one is where we are going to be adding this CSV file as a pandas data frame.
Yeah, so if you look up at the top where we imported the libraries, we imported pandas under the alias PD, so that we can access it through that.
Yeah, and so one of the functions within pandas is read CSV, and since this is a CSV file, we are going to be using that function to just read that CSV file in as so this function is going to read in that CSV file, and it's going to create a data frame inside candy underscore data variable.
Because you highlighted that particular code. So there's another variable that you have to do. I can't remember what it's.
Yeah, I don't remember the.
Let's see if you tablet show you what's in there. I don't think so. Cache dates, compression.
Yeah, that's basically.
There's a header, index column. So index column equals
unexpected column. So
I think that ID was the one. Let's try that. Okay, no. I can't remember what. Does that expect a column index?
No, I think it's just seeing something extra.
Or do we need to say true?
Expected candidate to have column. Index column equal to false.
True? Or do you think that's false? The value of index column can't be true. Okay. All right. So, yeah, so what we figured out here is that when you're reading in the CSV, you have to tell it which column your index column is. I think you can either put that you don't have an index column.
Yeah.
Or you can specify the number of the index column.
Use the ID column to label the rows.
Maybe we should have read.
Yeah, we didn't see the second part. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it's saying. So the ID column, the first column, that should be used to label the rows. So like over here, we have defined that the 0th column should be the index column that defines each row.
That makes sense.
Alright, so review the data. So use a Python command to print the first 5 rows of the data. So if you have seen some of our videos, it's pretty simple. You can just use head function to get the first 5 rows of your data frame. So it should be candy data dot and so these are the first 5 rows that you have in your data frame. It's generally a good idea to just check this anyway once you have loaded your CSV data just to make sure that the variable in which you expect your data frame to be there, that there is an actual data frame over there. I mean, if this .head function gives you nothing, that means you were not able to successfully import your CSV file. It also gives a bunch of other information.
Yeah. Okay, so use the first 5 rows to answer the questions below.
Alright, more popular. How do you check more popular? Oh, win percent. Which one has the highest one? 67. 3 Musketeers.
Yeah.
more sugar percent. Which one is 90%?
Airheads.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, which just shows off that in addition to just seeing whether or not your data is there, the header helps you get a feeling for your data.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah, so that was correct. So the role of sugar. So do people tend to prefer candies with high sugar content? So to check this theory, so this is one of the theories that people have. Like, do people prefer candies that have higher sugar content? And we are going to plot a scatter plot to see a correlation between these two variables over here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we imported Seaborn as SNS, right? Yeah. So SNS dot scatterplot. Let's put x equal to, what is the name? Candy data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Candy data.
Don't you need to plot one axis as sugar percent and the other as 1%?
Yeah. Let's just. Alright, and y equal to candy data.
I think my computer likes you better than me because it generally doesn't tab complete those things in the single quotes.
Yeah. I was surprised. I did not expect it to work. I just tried and it works. I was like, okay, sure. Alright, let's see if we were correct or not. I don't know if we need any other attribute over here as well or not. It's correct.
Doesn't look like there's any correlation there.
Yeah, I don't see any correlation as well. This seems really spread out.
Yeah.
Sugar percent, 1%. I mean, people like something that has zero sugar as well. And they like something with almost 100% sugar.
Yeah.
Alright. So, does the scatter plot show a strong correlation between the two variables? I would think not. Should we check the solution?
Yeah, let's just check the solution.
Because there's nothing else that we can put in, so it might be just that we.
I think this is just a question.
Yep. Yeah. No strong correlation between the two variables. Yeah, I mean, if there was a strong correlation, you would have seen that as the sugar percentage increased, the win percentage would have increased as well. Or vice versa, if the sugar percentage became lower, win percentage became higher, that would also be some sort of correlation. But it seems like there is no correlation because you have a data point on almost every corner.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them can be like completely out of, completely different from the entire data set, but it seems like there are a bunch of data points in all four corners. So
yeah, you could almost convince yourself if you like squint at it sideways that
there is something going on in there.
that it is trending up. But again, you'd have to have probably a factor of 10 more data points to really feel good about that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Alright, so now we are going to create something with a regression line. The same scatter plot. Alright.
Alright, so you're copying what came before, and then I think we're kind of hoping that there is a
regression line equal to true. That's my hope. Okay, it doesn't show me anything. Maybe uppercase.
No.
Regression error, nope.
No, you can, if you just tab without putting anything in there, it'll give us the options. Let's see. Data equals, estimator equals. No. Apparently you can change the hue of the plot, which is good.
Yeah.
Legend, markers. It's not looking promising so far.
Yeah.
No regression. Maybe there's a trend line. Oh. Because we are all the way down to R. Size norm. Style order. Jitter. Jitter is a nice thing to have in plots. I'm getting the feeling like we're gonna need to
Just
consult
troubleshoot.
consult Dr. Google on this one.
Yes, the Seaborn. I mean, that's how difficult the troubleshooting is. Regression. Alright, let's see what we need to put in.
Oh. Red plot.
Yeah, this is.
So it's actually a different plot type.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like we have to have.
Just change that from Scatterplot to Reg plot.
Yep. And what was the next one?
I mean, it's just labeling, so I don't think we have to have another
Yeah.
line in there. We can try it anyway.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, so like we said, I mean, there's a general uptrend with more sugar, but again, I personally wouldn't trust that without a lot more data points.
Yeah, there isn't much to go on about here. I mean, if you were a company executive for M&M, this would not give you confidence enough to increase sugar content in your...
No, and I mean, this is also just a linear line. I mean, if you had like an x squared line on there, you could easily see how if you laid over a curve that went up and down on that your brain would go, oh, the more sugar I put in it, it's, there's a law of diminishing returns in there.
Yeah.
So this data is scattered enough. You can tell whatever story you want to at this point.
Yeah. That just generally means nothing to glean from this data set, or at least these two attributes within this data set.
Yeah.
So according to the plot above, is there a slight correlation between, what does this tell you about the candy that people tend to? I mean, if we have to guess, since that line is trending upwards, so there is a slight, I would say.
Yeah.
Very, very slight correlation. I'm guessing that's what this question is asking. That people generally would like a little sweeter or a candy with a little more sugar. But
yeah, I agree that's probably what the question's asking.
Yeah.
Without a regression, like an R squared value for this plot.
Yeah, it has a slight positive slope.
Yeah, chances are if you got the R squared or the R value for this plot, it would be so low that you wouldn't feel good about saying that there was actually a trend at all.
Yeah, you are not going to change anything in your company, I mean, because most of the changes, like adding sugar value or something, all those require huge amount of investment. You are not going to make that investment based on this Scatterplot. Alright, so in the chocolate, so we are going to chocolate now. So in the code cell below, create a Scatterplot to show the relationship between price percent on the x-axis and win percent. Use the chocolate column to color code the points. Don't add any regression lines just yet. So we are going with
Scatterplot.
And x equal to
Price percent. Okay,
candidate x is price
Yep.
percent y equal to win percent and then you had hue.
Yeah. But I don't know which one of the ones you use.
Yeah,
Or
there are
if
three
that's-
hues.
Or if that's the right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need the Seaborn color code by.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there is something in
if it's just in the tutorial.
yeah.
And the check mark there.
Right.
Color
Yeah.
coded scatterplots.
Oh, we have.
Hue.
Oh,
man,
just
you
give
were
it.
about to do it exactly right. I stopped you.
Alright. But that would have been a lucky guess.
Yeah.
That's the thing I like. I mean, whatever your intuition is, that's
Yeah.
what it generally turns out to be.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Let's see how it goes.
Now that's surprising to me.
Yes.
Though maybe this is just telling us that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, this is less surprising.
Yeah.
People like chocolate more.
So this is
The blue is yes. There is
Yeah.
chocolate.
So blue is yes. So yeah, people like the chocolate more, and
And they like it more the more it has sugar in it.
the price increases if you have sugar. Yeah.
Sorry, this is not sugar. We're not looking at any sugar here.
Yeah. So the price increases as well if you have chocolate, because there are only a few ones over here with chocolate. All right.
Investigate chocolate. What did chocolate ever do to you?
Alright, so we are doing the same thing. Just
Okay, but now, hang on.
and now with two regression lines corresponding to one chocolate candies and two candies without chocolate. Okay.
And we're not doing the hue at this point.
No, hue.
So that's probably why it crashed.
Alright, let's see what are the values that are available. Nope. Oh.
Okay, so you actually do keep hue in there, but it's a different plot type.
Yeah, LM plot.
So that would be like a multiple linear plot.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
LM. Okay, so it actually wants the names in the arguments, and then it wants the data frame as a separate argument. It's weird that it's changing the syntax, but okay. So X equals price percent, Y equals win percent, and Q equals chocolate, and then we have another argument that's data equals candy data. So I think what it's asking is for. Ah, there we go. Interesting.
So if there is no chocolate and if the price is increasing,
people like it less.
People like it less. If there is chocolate and price is increasing, people like it more. More expensive chocolates is something that people like. Okay. I mean, there is some correlation. This at least is a bigger positive slope than what we had for the last one. What conclusions can you draw from this? I think whatever we just said.
You can charge more and people like it better.
Yeah, but you need to have chocolate in there. More expensive chocolate candies tend to be more popular. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so if your candies don't contain chocolate, they tend to be more popular when they are cheaper. Alright. So everybody loves chocolate. Create a categorical scatterplot to highlight the relationship between chocolate and win percent. Put chocolate on the x-axis and win percent on the y-axis. I'm not sure about categorical. I'm going to try out the scatterplot just in case.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be like another type of plot that you have to do.
Yeah, probably.
Swamp plot.
Swamp plot, there we go. But
This is not a scatter plot, right?
Well, I mean, this is a scatter plot because it's just your chocolate variable.
Oh yeah, yes or no, that's true. I was like,
yeah,
that's true. So chocolate, yes. Win percent higher, no. Win percent lower.
What does that swarm plot look like? It's nice that it still plots it.
I know. I mean, it gives such a nice, and I was like, since I didn't consider this to be a binary, I was like, why is it like in two straight lines? Alright, let's.
Jitter.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, this is giving us the same plot as the other one, but this one has built-in jitter. And jitter, the whole concept there is if you have lots of data points that are right on top of each other, you just move them randomly, the coordinates just a little bit, so that you can really get a better feel for where your data points are lying. Because if they're all right on top of each other, you have no sense of, like before in that other plot, we didn't know how many data points were at the extremas here and how many were in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing over here, but now that the jitter is added to that because of the swarm plot, then now we have a better feeling for where that is. And you can add jitter to the other plots, is what it looked like. There was a jitter command that you could put in the function, but yeah, it looks like that's the point of the swarm plot, as it goes ahead and automatically puts that in there for you.
Okay. So, I mean, based on this, it looks like if you don't, having a chocolate is a win for you in a candy. Because most of the the ones that are not there, I mean, the way that the jitter got added, you see that there are less data points above 50% in win and more data points below this. You're right, without jitter it looked like that. I mean, there was still some method of saying that okay, chocolate was the more popular one, but over here you see that most of them are closer to 60 and above, and more of the chocolate ones are 50 and below, 11%. From step 6 or the plot from step 7? So this is 7. This one or that one?
Which one? What are they asking us for?
So they're asking if you wanted to add a report, add a section to your report about that chocolate candies are better than non-chocolate candies. Would you include this plot or this plot?
I would probably include the categorical scatterplot.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, that's just my personal preference. While the other one, it is also obvious that all the chocolate is above the other one. This one is also pretty clear.
Yeah, I would have wanted the regression lines to be more dramatic.
Yeah.
Then I would have preferred to put this one. I mean, over here also you can see a difference that they start diverging from each other, but not very dramatic.
Well, and the other thing here is if all we're trying to say is that people like chocolate more than they like other candy, this one also has price in it, so it's more information than we need.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Let's see. Swampplot. According to them, Swampplot would be the better one to put in.
Oh, okay.
So we were right. So you decide, okay, no,
actually,
sorry.
this is this thing. Oh.
Yeah, no. I uncommented it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're saying the regression lines convey more information, which could be distracting, which is what we talked about. All right. Well, I think we're at about 30 minutes. Do you want to keep on going, or you want to?
We should be good with that one, and maybe do the histogram next time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks guys for hanging out with us for the Data Science Club. We will be doing more stuff in the coming weeks. We're not planning on ending this anytime soon. And if you are a student at UAB and you'd like to get credit for doing these, you can sign up for the course. I think there are 6 people signed up right this minute, but you can sign up. It's DSJC-029, and you can get a credit hour. And it's a seminar, so you can take it every semester if you like. But yeah.
All right. Till next time.
Yeah.